on an overcast 66-degree day in Southern California. And our staff has made its way to the top of the U.S. Bank building. Now that is branding, as the scene has shifted to the Staples Center, where the Lakers have won their last 10 playoff games. And tonight, Game 5 of the Western Conference Final, the Phoenix Suns facing the Los Angeles Lakers. The series even at 2 apiece. Lakers winning both games here in L.A., and the Suns winning both games out in Phoenix. The officiating crew, Bennett Salvatore, Bob Delaney, Mark Davis, the alternate, Bill Kennedy. If you play percentages, the winner of Game 5 has gone on to win a best-of-7 series 83% of the time. The Lakers have won their last 8 Game 5s. The last loss they suffered in a Game 5 in a best-of-7 took place in 2007 against the Phoenix Suns.
And it's going to be interesting to see Kobe tonight, too. Remember, Marv, in Game 4, Kobe 0 of 1 in that first quarter, did not look for his shot. He's always the guy that feels the pulse of the game and what he needs. So let's see how he gets started tonight. The Suns have forced a shot clock violation, or excuse me, a 3-second violation, and blocked a couple shots.
Bynum jumping out on Nash, who fires for 3.
Nash sees it, he pulls it back and knocks down the shot.
They have opened up in man-to-man, as you mentioned. In contrast to game number 4, here's Kobe Bryant.
To give his team extra possessions.
Nice pass from Nash. Stoudemire with the bucket, the foul on Bynum.
Inside for Fry, and there's no way that Amari Stoudemire is going to be able to match up to Bynum.
Hill with the open 3.
There's that 3-point shot that I was talking about.
5-point. Phoenix lead, 5 minutes to play in the first. Nice pass from Nash. Nice pass from Hill to set it up for Stoudemire.
This game.
Fisher wide open. Yes.
To get away from that 3-point line, those long twos will not beat the Phoenix Suns.
And Alvin Gentry been saying throughout the series he'll live with 30-plus games from Kobe Bryant as long as they're outside shots, as Nash is able to knock it down.
Today, he's ready to play a pivotal role tonight. He went right to work, got the keys to the gym last night, and shot shots for an hour and a half. Marv?
In good spirits, looked like he was feeling very good, so had to be something he ate.
Maybe it was something we said to him.
Yeah, we've been known to get people nauseated.
Yes. Here comes Fisher on the move. Backs it home. Derek Fisher.
Road recognizes they need him more there tonight. He is really giving them a lift.
Nash, yes. In the second quarter, very effectively. Then in the fourth for the first 9 minutes. Here's Luke Walton blowing the layup. Odom puts it down, and the Suns want an offensive interference. Effectively in games 1 and 2 here in L.A. Amari Stoudemire was having his difficulties. Gasol, nice pass from Bryant. Final seconds of the quarter. Dragic, who just checked in, coming up short.
See how much dribbling, Marv. Look at the clock. I mean, nobody's touched the ball here except Barbosa.
Got clock to 5. Dudley on a runner.
Very difficult shot.
Odom slashing his way, then kicks it back. Bryant. Oh my. He had to extend to get it off, and then successfully went glass.
Yeah, he hung in the air and used the glass. That was actually excellent defense.
Lakers up by 5, although a good portion of those were during the regular season. This is a different situation. Vujacic able to knock it down. Bill Cartwright, like Phil Jackson, one of those guys who had hurt his own teammates in practice. Bryant for 3.
They haven't done it, and they only have 1 field goal here in this second quarter here, the bench, so they have not gotten into any rhythm. And Kobe, that's that sweet spot that he likes against the zone on that left wing.
Bynum switching to Nash. Nash not able to hit on the step back. Odom with the rebound, and the Lakers controlling the board.
Well, see, they're making Steve Nash take a lot of shots tonight. Remember, Mark, how difficult it was for him to get shots, and here is a guy who's getting shots. What is that, 3 straight threes, almost reminiscent of the Phoenix Suns the other night in the fourth quarter.
Phoenix off to the good start. Lakers struggled, but they have come on strong. Amari Stoudemire. Derek Fisher went on that run early, And they have really picked it up as Odom.
That zone, they're overloading from the corner, and then they're looking to just duck in on the weak side. Steve Nash.
On Bryant, they swing it. Pass broken up. Here comes Nash, 3-on-2 develops. Hill. That counts in the foul. Artest tried to duck away, but got a piece of it. In the department, they've missed their last 6 on the way to that 2-for-9 you mentioned. Here is Odom getting great looks.
Right inside the three-point line and just weak side duck in, and Odom's got a couple baskets on that play.
Richardson, nice move around Odom.
Been crisp it all offensively. That's 8 turnovers for the Lakers, 9 for the Phoenix Suns.
Stoudemire eluding Odom. Chess switched off to Nash. Now Odom plays him. Nash, yes. Half minute remaining, first half. Nash again.
That pull-up jump shot is working tonight. Steve Nash.
6 of the first 12 shots. Hit a couple of threes, but they have in a 3-point drought. Not even looking for threes. Stoudemire, yes. Game 5 of this best of 7 Western Conference final, all even at 2. Kobe Bryant continues the excellent shooting. 17 points in all, 6 of 12 from the floor. Here's Nash with a runner. And he has shot the ball so well here tonight.
I love that shot. Every young guard watching Steve Nash, you get that little running 1-foot shot.
Back comes Bryant. Met by Hill and Nash. Fisher able to curl his way back in. First half, Fry in 12 minutes did not attempt a shot coming off the good shooting game the other night. Nice play. Powerful saw from Lamar Odom. Third foul on Derek Fisher. Fry for 3. Back tap handled by Artest. Saul pulls it back. Saul, it's a longer shot than usual for Powell, and he got the roll.
He has such a soft shooting touch for a big man.
Richardson avoids Gasol and throw it away. Fisher on the run. Finds Artest. Back to Bryant. Timeout, Phoenix. Breakdown for the Suns in the first half. Statistician Brian Taylor pointing out just 5 of 14 at that point. Artest going all the way off the steal.
Well, the frustration of Steve Nash, that pass was knocked down by Artest. Turnovers are hurting the Phoenix Suns here at the Staples Center as they did in the first 2 games.
Here's Fry for 3. So he is very much back 3 in game 4, and that led to an onslaught. Hit 4 in all. Bryant. It's a difficult shot.
And just getting anything they want, but like you said, Marv, that was a very difficult shot.
Richardson, yes, and the foul. Fouled him as Amari Stoudemire did after Odom's excellent in game 1. And then Lamar, after being called lucky, had yet another strong game in game 2. Steve Nash for 3. Luke Walton is just checked back in. Walton rims out, rebounded by Odom, takes to the rim. Fry comes up with it, and he and Walton came together. Nash on the hop for Dudley. Strong move. That will count on the foul. Not able to take advantage. 13-point Laker lead. They've led by as many as 18. Bryant on the ball fake.
Well, 2-man game against a zone give and go.
Stoudemire sets the screen. Gasol shifting off. Fry fires and hits. That's a 2-pointer. Had a foot on the line. Walton getting some playing time here tonight. Fisher on the hop. Walton not able to convert the reverse. Dudley saving that pass and throws up a rainbow. It'll count for 3, and the foul committed by Gasol.
Marv, as I said before, when you can shoot threes like the Phoenix Suns, you're never out of a ball game, and that actually was a bad pass, Marv. You said it from Steve Nash.
Of the third quarter. Jordan Famar. Took a saw. A lot of guys would not be looking in that direction. Flying for three. Yes.
Remember how many Kobe played in those last 3 ball games, 43, 43, and 45. He also has Gasol on the floor to start this period.
Bryant with a long three. He hit 6 threes. He's back to the offense. Dragic eluding Vujicic and then threw it away. Famar leads the break. Vujicic for 3. Russia Vujicic, he has been a factor for the Lakers. Dragic goes right back with a 3. Famar changed his mind. Bryant, yes. What a touch.
Difficult shots.
Fry for 3. Bryant defending on Dragic. Dragic with the spin. Dragic with the rebound. Has it knocked away. Picked up by Bryant. Pegs it down. Gasol. Nash has returned. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the 4th. Here's Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher. Now Gasol 7 of 13. He has 19 points. Nash.
Yes. What a tough shot.
Lead.
Somebody's going to have a 3-2 lead after tonight. Phoenix hopes they could get that home court and go home for game 6. And Kobe says, we'll have no part of that as he puts his team back up 6 again. Kobe Bryant tonight, who's answered the bell each time.
Nash with the step and the foul. What a move by Steve Nash, and he's hacked by Derek Fisher. So Nash will head to the line.
The Maury Stoudemire at the end of this game, because that's what you're going to see.
Steve Nash. Nash met on a switch by Gasol. Looking for the mismatch. Nash going at Gasol. Has to give it up. Crowd wanted to travel. Shot clock to 4. Here comes Nash. Stoudemire. Oh, what a play.
Right down to the end of the shot clock.
The Laker lead is down to 1. It's the closest the Suns have been since back in the first quarter. They've trailed by as many as 18. Here is Fisher again.
You better know where he is. Numbers, how good he was at home before they went to that zone. And they've neutralized him in the 4th quarter. Again here tonight, only 1 basket.
Once again, Gasol jumping out on Nash, who hits over him with the fadeaway. For Steelers' high point game in this series, the Laker lead is down to 3. Bryant, played by Richardson. Odom. Good pass on the hop by Bryant. 101-96 Lakers.
Baseline that Odom works so well. Nice pass by Kobe Bryant.
Phil Jackson going with size and length on Nash. It has not mattered. A tying field goal. Now, 30 seconds remaining. Got a 13 on the shot clock. Bryant guarded by Richardson. That's the stuff. Richardson is on it. The Suns have a chance to tie the game. Nash for 3. Nash recovers. Richardson for the tie. Fry gets it. Richardson again for the tie. Yes! He banks it home. 3 opportunities for the Suns, and Jason Richardson goes last as the Suns have come back from an 18-point deficit. 3.5 seconds to play when we resume. It'll be Laker ball.
Well, Marv, the interesting thing about it, I talked about how all game long the Suns had not been able to get any offensive rebounds for scores. I mean, finally, the 3rd opportunity, Jason Richardson, that ball looked like it was off left. Oh, how well he shot fakes.
Aaron Dudley defending on Bryant. Both teams are over the foul limit. Odom will throw in. Bryant turns and comes up short. Ron Artest, who took that bad shot just a moment ago, The Suns are shocked. They will review it. It appeared he got it off on time. Ron Artest with the game winner for the Lakers.
How about 1 minute, what are you doing? And the next one is like, great shot. What a tough play. They did a great job of forcing Kobe Bryant to take a difficult shot, and then Ron Artest with the shot.
Artest won for his previous 8, including a couple that did not thrill Phil Jackson. He kept him on the floor, though. And here's another look as Bryant fires one that came up short. Artest, no question, got it off on time.
Just his superior upper body strength knocked Jason Richardson out of that play, and the wherewithal to get it at the basket quickly.
You never know what to expect from Ron Artest. An ill-advised shot, and then the game-winning shot in the last few seconds. What was going through your mind?
I'm just happy you made the play there.
When he had a chance to run out the clock and put up the 3, you think he just thought it hit the rim, or he just thought he was going to try to put the game away?
But no, I was thinking, you know, he felt he had a good look and he took it.
The last play, you had a shot, you were double teamed. Was it set up for you to take the outside shot?
Well, yeah, I wanted to get a good look. You know, we knew we were going to have 2 guys running, so, you know, Ron was able to sneak in there.
Although you have the lead, it wasn't easy. You've had to play the entire second half again, well over 43 minutes, 4th game in a row. How tough will it be to close it out in Phoenix?
Well, it's going to be tough. We're looking forward to it, though.
Well, congratulations, great game.
Hey, here's the man right here.
Oh, here he is. Hey.